Dude, Chatot's been, like, unusable since.
Yeah.
He's just totally not allowed in anything.
That makes sense. Levi,
Zachary.
you want to do some word association real quick?
Sure.
Washington.
State.
Blue/green.
I don't...
Native American tropes.
Feathers?
Bondage. My Chemical Romance.
9/11.
9/11. Werewolves.
Twilight?
Vampires. My Neighbor Mothman. I'm Zachary.
I'm Levi.
We're talking about vampires.
Okay.
That was a Twilight bit. I was really proud of it earlier today. I reopened Google Docs today because I was like, what if I did a Twilight bit to open the show?
Never seen it.
Really?
Yep.
Man, I was embarrassingly into those books.
I read the first book when everyone wouldn't shut up about it.
And that's why you don't do that anymore?
And I went, this is so fucking boring.
Yeah, but man, I read it and I was like, this is so fucking horny.
And then I stopped reading that series.
I not only did I read all four several times.
Yeah.
When the fifth one got leaked, I read a good bit of it. I was really into Twilight, and then the movies came out, and then it was evident that it was a big girl thing.
Yeah.
And I was at a time in my life where I needed to do anything that was not a big girl thing.
Yeah.
Which at the time I didn't know why I had to do anything that was not a big girl thing. I found that out because I'm straight and a man and a Republican. No, so I was really into Twilight.
I do historically like vampires. I'm
Hey.
big into vampires.
Also, you like baseball a little bit.
I do like baseball a little bit, and I do know that there's a stupid baseball scene.
Hey, you shut your fucking mouth. This is the greatest scene in cinematic history.
I thought about, because we were doing movie characters this year for Halloween, just coming dressed as some sort of generic baseball vampire.
I'd get it.
Yeah.
I haven't put any thought into what I'm dressing up.
No, I haven't either. I still haven't figured it out.
I'm gonna cut my hair into the fucking Jim Hawkins.
Yeah.
I've got like a court date, like within I'm sure a week and a half of when we're doing the Halloween party. I'm not doing that.
Do that.
But what if the judge is cool?
But what if?
Guys, it's just normal court stuff. It's fine. I'm not in trouble. I didn't do anything. I've never broken a crime. I mean, a law.
Never broken a crime.
You heard it here first, folks. Never broken a crime. So, Levi,
Yeah.
we've talked about vampires on this show.
Yeah.
We've given our thoughts on vampires. Have we ever asked the people what they think of vampires?
I think the people, generally speaking...
The people, capital T, capital P, by the way.
Yeah. I lost my train of thought entirely. No, that's gone. That's gone.
I'm so
You fully yoinked that out of me. Oh,
I don't know why, but as I said the people, I was like the Constitution. Because I'm a straight Republican. I'm always thinking of the Constitution. Holy shit. That's right, folks. I had this all written down.
It's like I got sideswiped. And somebody took out my knees. What happened?
So what were you saying? What do the people think about vampires?
The people are horny for vampires, primarily.
Yeah, not these ones.
No?
These people think it's cool to be vampires and do murder.
Oh, murder vampires.
Yeah, we're talking about murder vampires.
Are we talking like Vlad, the Impaler? No. You know about Vlad the Impaler?
Yeah, he was that guy.
He was that guy.
He was that. Hey, he was that
He
guy.
was that guy.
He the best guy around.
What about
What?
what about the impalings?
What impalings?
Yeah, no.
He was kind of weird, right?
Yeah, he would like I think he would bathe in blood and
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was
yeah,
he did
yeah.
also. But that's a whole nother like history topic that I don't remember stuff about.
Yeah, no, Levi. We're gonna talk about some Minnesotan teens.
Oh, okay.
We're not talking about Vlad the Impaler. We're talking about some Minnesotan
So,
teens in the
so we've
'80s.
got hang on. This is what's the name of that movie?
Lost
With
Boys.
Lost Boys, yep.
Hey,
We're
guess,
just
hey,
just
guess
doing
what?
Lost Boys.
We're gonna talk about Lost Boys here in just
Okay,
a couple
cool,
minutes.
perfect.
So yeah, so this is gonna be a trigger warning for people. We're gonna talk about a real crime that happened.
Oh yeah.
So and I didn't like reading it or writing it. So there you go. It was uncomfortable. All right, St. Cloud, Minnesota. What you know about it? There's a guy named Charlie.
I know that's why my brain went to Charlie St. Cloud.
Never saw it.
Nope.
Was just talking about it last night though,
No clue what it is.
because we were talking about the Franco brothers and what they've been in recently.
Oh, yeah.
And one of them was in Charlie St. Cloud, I think.
Dave?
Yeah, if it was one of them, I think it was Dave.
Okay.
Because we were talking about what was going on with James Franco in 2011 when Apes came
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Because we were like, did he not sign off on being in the second one, or could they just not afford him?
Yeah.
And we were looking at what went out, like what was coming out around that time. They probably couldn't afford him
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably, yeah.
because he had that, and then shit, I can't even remember. He had like one more big movie come out that year. Had a big movie the year before and a big movie the year after.
Yeah.
So James Franco was at his.
He was at his peak.
Yeah, he was crescending. Yeah, March 21st, 1988.
Okay.
After The Lost Boys has come out.
Yep.
We got a couple people at play here. Timothy and Mark.
I gotta get it out of that. You haven't seen The Lost Boys, correct?
No, God,
okay, okay.
no.
I just needed to get that out of the way.
Yeah, no, sorry. We got Timothy and Mark Erickson. Timothy being 18, Mark Erickson being 19. Andrew Thielen, 17. Thielen, maybe. Bill Benedict, don't have an age for.
Okay.
And a unnamed minor, because it was a crime committed,
Yeah.
and Minnesota doesn't disclose that information. And Donald Gall, who's 30. They're a little crew.
Yeah.
The Erickson's house was a bit of what they call a flop house.
Okay.
So your runaways, drug addicts.
Yeah.
It was probably the closest Minnesota has to just a trap house, probably.
Yeah.
So everybody's planning on meeting up there. Our wide range of ages, which
Yeah.
whole other thing.
Yeah, that's a I don't know. Like that's a whole nother thing in itself. Like I don't hang out with that many people that are wildly
17 years.
varying in age from me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, don't know.
Unless it's like a work thing.
So
We're doing laser tag.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and let you know, no laser tag on the docket for these folks
Oh
tonight.
no.
Plan for the night was meet at the Erickson's house, head on over to the park,
Okay.
have us a bonfire,
Hell yeah.
have us a little party.
Hell yeah. Sounds like a good time.
Everybody gets there. Gall shows up. This is the adult man, described as sloppily drunk,
Perfect.
as one probably does in the 80s when you're going to hang out with teenagers.
Yeah.
And before they had left for the park,
The thing is, in the 80s, this isn't even weird. This isn't weird at all. Like nobody
would know,
I don't
'cause you're old.
I have no clue. I have no clue.
gotcha.
My brain tells me like this is just oh yeah, that sounds like the 80s from every other experience from
that's
before I was born. It sounds like yeah, no, fucking do whatever.
So everyone gets there. Gall's drunk. Before they even leave, he's now smoked a little bit of the devil's lettuce.
Oh my goodness.
Get there, hanging out. Had some hot dogs on record. They had some hot dogs.
Got a brand? Do we need to promote somebody?
No, I did not get a brand.
Ballpark Franks.
Oscar Mike.
if you need a sponsor.
Sponsor this crime that I'm about to
You can
tell
do
you about.
some like monster size wieners.
This guy wouldn't have died if they had Oscar Mike. That's so insensitive. I feel bad for that. So they go to the park, they eat their dogs, they're drinking.
Yeah.
Have some brewskis with the boys.
As you do, you know.
As you do in Minnesota when you're a 13-year-old boy. I guess. So during the party, during the hang sesh, as I'm sure it was called, Dylan, the 13-year-old boy, have an argument with Gall,
Okay.
the grown man.
The grown man.
This results in some shoving, some yelling, and probably a bad vibe.
Yeah. The adult brought a bad vibe to the
child party.
To the teenage drinking party.
Yeah.
No way.
And
Shocker.
if I remember correctly, I think Gall had just gotten out of prison.
Oh, perfect. Dude,
Yeah.
This feels like a movie before.
And I shouldn't have written down. If I remember correctly, Gall with a learning disability, known record of alcoholism, and I think domestic abuse.
Yeah.
Just hanging out with the boys. Hanging out with the boys at the park.
Yeah.
Drinking some brewskis, eating some dogs. Arguing and yelling.
I'm trying to think back to like the sketchiest people I knew growing up. Right? And
I didn't know a lot of sketchy people growing up.
Right? That's kind of how it feels. I don't know anybody that.
I'm trying to think of the most alcoholic person I knew growing up.
Yeah, I don't know. This is the South. Everyone pretended they weren't alcoholics. Is how like it was around me.
Not a lot of alcohol
Yeah.
around my house.
Yeah.
My parents didn't drink a lot.
Yeah, it was like a beer or two. We would always have like beer in the fridge, but there would be like one missing or two missing, and like
Yeah.
no one ever really drank.
I am trying to think about being really any of these kids' age, 13, 17, 18, 19, and hanging out with a 30-year-old.
Yeah. I couldn't begin.
We'll have to ask Jake.
That's an adult.
Yeah. We should ask Jake if he wants to go. No, we shouldn't. Never mind. I'm not going to finish the sentence. I'm not going to finish the sentence. What do you... Now we're going to go on a tangent. What do you think they talked about? Because my sister's only 5 years younger than I am.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't have things to talk about.
No, yeah.
Because like you're in a whole different world than I am. We watch the same anime. We talk about that. We watch basketball together. Don't talk to me about what's going on in your world.
Yeah.
I'm old. I'm old and in the grave. I don't get it.
Yeah, I have no clue what you.
What's TikTok?
It would.
What's Riz?
It would have to be the 5 things that occurred that year. So whatever movie came out.
Lost Boys. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know.
Yeah.
Lost Boys gets talked about.
Yeah. I mean, we'll probably talk sports.
Yeah, it's Minnesota.
You know.
80s. I feel like the Vikings were probably good in the 80s if they existed.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what you would television. I don't know.
I'm going on.
What did we talk about before? Before we had the internet, what would we discuss? Because I don't really like. It had to just
George H.W. Bush.
Okay.
No, this is March. Bush not in there yet.
But the election would have happened.
Yeah, wait.
So
yeah,
you
you're
could
right.
have. You can't talk to a 13-year-old about that.
Shit.
He doesn't give a shit about George H.W.
Wait a second.
Bush.
I know what they talked about. Air Force acknowledges the existence of the Lockheed F-117 Nighthawk in a Pentagon press conference.
Yeah, it would have to be. It's got to be pop culture stuff happening. New singles from Michael Jackson. New fucking whatever happened.
Arms control treaty with U.S. and Russia. Ronald Reagan's still the president in the beginning of '88.
Yeah.
Could be talking about the first U.S. test tube quintuplets.
I don't
Maybe.
No, because that shit just doesn't get talked about because there was no
For-
internet.
49ers beat the Bengals in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
They probably talked about that.
Yeah. Twins good? The Twins good at the time?
I don't know. I don't know enough about baseball. Now I'm just reading things that happened
Yeah.
in '88. Winter Olympics. They're in Canada.
Okay.
They probably talked about that. They're in Minnesota. That's right up
yeah.
there. They're in Alberta, Canada. I don't know where that's at. Could be close.
I have no clue. That's one of the worst bits.
Bruce Springsteen's Summer of Love tour begins.
Oh, everybody's talking about that.
Everybody's talking about that. Audrey Hepburn appointed a UNICEF special ambassador. I guess. We're getting there. When did I say this was? March 21st. All right, so we're getting caught up. What's the most recent thing that's happened? All right, could be talking about the Apple versus Microsoft suit, claiming copyright infringement in the Windows GUI.
Yeah.
Could be talking about that with a 13-year-old. Might know something about computers.
I don't know. Does it run Doom?
It'll run Crysis 3, you think?
That's all they care about. Will it run Doom? Before Crysis, nothing will run Crysis. That machine right there won't run Crysis well.
Nothing.
Crysis is a nightmare.
I don't believe there's a computer in the world that would.
No, it was poorly optimized. But man, is it fucking awesome to look at.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, so back to the sad things that are about to happen.
Yeah.
So our homeboy
Texas, hang on, sorry. Texas is beating Alabama right now.
here. Nice.
Holy shit.
Furman's beating South Carolina.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clemson lose?
I don't think so.
So our homeboy Gall does what any grown man who hangs out with teenagers does. Falls asleep by the fire.
Yeah.
So what do our teen boys do? They follow old Timmy, 18-year-old Timothy Erickson in the woods.
Okay.
What's he telling him, Levi? What do you think he tells him?
I would imagine they're gonna prank this old man.
Timothy says, "Hey guys, you want to do a fun prank? Because I'm a vampire and we're gonna kill this old man."
Oh. Now I need to express this clearly. Murder isn't a prank.
This dude doesn't get pranks.
Um,
The official My Neighbor Mothman stance on murder is it's not a prank.
It's not a prank. It's not a social experiment.
It's not.
Don't
do it for your prank
Don't
YouTube channel.
murder people.
I'm tired of getting couples prank channels on TikTok where they just murder one another
I'm
and make me
tired of
watch it.
getting couples on
Anything.
TikTok.
Yeah, I block all of them. I don't give a shit. I don't care if they're happy or sad.
Fuck you, you're together.
Yeah. Why are you making content together? That's you're asking for a toxic situation. Be smart, please. Yeah, so Golf falls asleep. Timothy gathers everyone in the woods.
I would have we would have gotten markers.
Yeah, you would have drawn a dick on this old man.
Oh, absolutely. The old man passed out drunk. We're fucking drawing all over him. We're stealing his shit.
Put a couple hot dogs on him.
We're gonna run those pockets.
Hey, pockets get ran.
Yeah.
Getting ahead of me a little bit.
Yeah, I bet they got ran.
Yeah, Timothy says, I'm a part of the vampire occult.
Oh.
And we He is recruiting them into the vampire cult, and Gaul will be their first victim. So they hatch a plan, Levi.
Yeah.
He's asleep.
Easy peasy.
Just gonna kill this old man.
No problem.
So they go over there with their hunting knife.
I do like that we are referring to him as an old man.
He's 30. He's 30, and these kids are 13 and 17. He's
I am
an old
29.
man. Yeah, I understand. I'm in the headspace
of the teenager.
I'm in the headspace of an 18-year-old that thinks he's a vampire. This dude, he's calling this guy an old man.
Absolutely. It's just like he might be the strongest he's gonna be in his life.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially because he's just got out of prison.
Yeah.
So they head over with the knife. They got a big old hunting knife.
Yeah.
What happens, Levi?
Did they just stab this man?
No, old man wakes up.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
What excuse did they give the old man, Levi?
We're vampires.
No. Hey, we're just fixing the fire.
Oh, okay.
And then they go back to the woods. All of them. And they hatch a new plan, Levi.
It's like when we left Jake's wedding, like at the reception, our whole table got up and walked out
Just
the
left.
front door. Not suspicious at all.
Hey, guys. We gotta go on just a little walk. Get some fresh air. So they go and they hatch a new plan. And I want to make... Murder's not a prank, guys.
No.
Don't murder people who are sleeping at your party.
If they catch you the first time, especially, and you talk them out of it, maybe just cut your losses.
Yeah, like...
That'd
right.
be the thing you cut.
I did skip over a part. His older brother did say, hey, let's not murder this old man.
Okay, good. Somebody did.
The other ones, though, were like,
No,
we're going to murder this old
vampires.
Man. Yeah. Yeah. Bill Benedict, the one that we didn't have an age for, left after the argument between the small child.
He did not want to be included in the murder.
Well, the murder wasn't hatched yet.
Oh, okay.
He was like, vibes are off. This 13-year-old and this 30-year-old are fighting. I don't want to be here. And let me tell you, Bill Benedict, the best decision you ever fucking made. So they go back to the woods and they make a new plan, which is someone's gonna get a big branch, hit him over the head to knock him out.
Yeah.
Kick him a bunch, then kill him.
Okay.
They walk back over. He's falling back asleep. So what do? They hit him with a big branch.
He wakes up?
No, because they hit him with a big branch and they
Oh.
kick him a bunch.
Oh. I thought it was just like, they hit him with a big branch. He goes, ow! The fuck? It's like, sorry, we're doing the fire.
Sorry. Get pranked. It's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank.
Yeah, we needed the knife to cut the branch for more wood for the fire.
And then 13-year-old stabs him in the hand. That's not going to kill someone.
No.
You know what is going to kill someone?
Unless you're Vin Diesel in Saving Private Ryan.
Never saw it.
You get shot in the hand.
Oh. Well, that's not stabbed.
No.
Well, it's stabbed with a bullet from
Stabbed
a
with
gun, I
bullet
guess.
Really fast.
Yeah. No, so I stab him in the hand. Doesn't kill him. So old Timmy Bones over here slits that old man's throat.
Oh.
Then what do you think they do, Levi?
You gotta drink the blood, obviously.
Yeah, they do start drinking that blood, Levi.
Yeah, that's gonna make them real sick.
Hey, Levi, what do you think happens to your hands if you slit a man's throat and then drink from his throat?
I think you're covered in a lot of blood.
Yeah, what do you think they did with that blood, Levi? They all licked their hands clean into that blood like they just had some yummy, yummy Cheetos.
Yum.
But it was man blood.
Man blood.
And then they run those pockets.
Yeah. I would have run the pockets first.
Yeah, before you did the murder and drank his blood?
Personally, before I, once I hit him with the stick.
Hey, running those pockets, a much funnier prank than murder and blood drink.
Also not a prank.
Could be a prank.
Could be a prank.
Hi, Delph.
Hi, Delph.
Hi, buddy. Yeah, so they take his bloodstained jacket, and they take his watch, and they take his wallet,
Yeah.
and they run those pockets. And then what do they do, Levi?
Are we pushing him into the fire?
No, Levi, they drag him into the Mississippi River.
Oh, of course. How silly of me.
And then they go to the gas station
This is My Neighbor Mothman. We're
Yeah.
talking about vampires
and teenagers.
yeah.
Then they just run themselves to the gas station, pick them up some cigarettes, head on home. You know, because if there's one thing you got to have after a good blood drink,
Yeah.
it's a Marlboro Red.
It's a nice smooth drag on a
Yeah,
cigarette.
or a Camel Crush
A Camel-
menthol.
They didn't make those back then. No way.
If they had, maybe we wouldn't have so
Yeah.
many vampire murders.
Maybe.
So then you know they get home, invite some girls over to tell them about the cool murder they just did
Yeah, because they're vampires now.
because they're vampires now. And old Bill that left,
Yeah.
call him up, say, hey, get on over here. We did a murder. We did a vampire murder,
Yeah.
Bill.
We're vampires, Bill.
Bill, we murdered a man and we drank the blood
Bill,
from his
that
throat.
30-year-old that was hanging out with us, we murdered him.
We murdered him, Bill.
Bill,
Hey.
he caught us the first time and we talked him out of it.
You remember how the vibes were off, Bill? We fixed them. We fixed them, Bill. The vibes are good.
We swung the vibes the other direction real hard. That fixed it, right?
Yeah, Bill. Bill, remember how the vibes were real tense and weird? Now we're vampires. And the vibes are forever, Bill. No, so yeah, no, they just tell some local girls and their friend Bill that they did a murder. Drank that man's blood, threw him in the river. 2 days later, around 4 a.m., old Bill walks into the law enforcement center
Yeah.
and says, hey guys, my friends did a murder.
They think they're vampires.
I don't think he told them about the
I
vampires.
would have.
He just said they did a murder and they threw the old man's body in the river.
Yeah.
And then they go in. 3 hours later, they find that body and they go, this man was murdered. And then, within a day, everyone's caught and charged.
How many of them were actually vampires?
Well, Levi, 0.
Well, shit.
Because they
That
were,
sucks.
spoiler alert, getting ahead of myself. The one just watched The Lost Boys and was a really big fan of it and said, I want to be a vampire. And
Yeah.
convinced his little friends that they would be vampires if they killed and drank this old man's blood.
He didn't watch the movie well. That's not how it happened.
We're going to get to the fallout with The Lost Boys.
Yeah, oh, good.
So, Mark Erickson, the older brother, charged with gross misdemeanor for interfering with a crime scene for helping them clean up the
Yeah.
campsite. Other 3 charged with first-degree murder for doing a murder.
For doing a murder. Yeah.
They were charged with first-degree murder as a prank. Hey, judge, prank those kids.
The problem was they didn't have the camera rolling for the prank show.
They left the lens cover on.
Yeah. Ashton Kutcher got there and screamed punked, and that was way too early in the timeline.
Yeah.
And then he went back to that.
Whose sentencing would you like to hear first? Timothy, Mark, the 13-year-old, or Andrew Thielen?
I feel like the 13-year-old. I don't know.
Charged with the first-degree murder, served a 5-year sentence in juvenile court.
Okay. Yeah, I could see them going, this child got swept up in the momentum of...
This child thinks things are pranks
Yeah.
because they're 13.
Yeah.
Who you want next?
I don't know. Just give me one.
Thielen was charge reduced to a second-degree murder
Okay.
because he didn't do the stabbings.
Okay.
Did drink the blood.
Yeah, still drank the blood.
Second-degree murder, served a 16-year and 2-month sentence.
Yeah.
Mark pled out, served 2 years. Because all he just helped him clean it up, which is
Yeah.
still a crime. Still not a prank, Mark.
It's still not a prank.
Yeah, Timothy Erickson still currently in prison, serving a life sentence, no chance of parole.
Well, that lifetime sentence is gonna be forever
Because he's a vampire, you
vampire.
idiot. That's gonna cost the taxpayers so much money. Can you believe Timothy's still here? He's been here for 900 years.
Oh my gosh, this guy.
This fucking dude, he keeps appealing it.
Can you imagine getting multiple life sentences and this guy lives forever?
He's only got one life sentence. He lives forever.
Yeah, don't
Murder people as
murder
a prank,
as a
guys.
prank because you watched a movie.
Yeah, it was later learned that old Timothy Erickson, a regular customer at the local video rental,
Yeah.
and film of choice was The Lost Boys, which was very promptly removed from the shelves of, I think it was every store in like a 10-mile radius of the
Yeah.
city.
Lost Boys, good movie.
Never seen it.
Good vampire movie.
Has to be convince some teens that they could be vampires if they did a murder.
Was it Kiefer Sutherland?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was in the article. It's the only reason I know that. And there was another
And
name in there that I recognized.
Corey Feldman.
Yes.
Yep.
Those are names I recognize. All right, what are we at time wise? How many yokai?
Time wise, we are at. Was that 31 minutes? 21
Oh, boy.
minutes. Hang on, I'll stand up and see.
Who can't read? It's Levi.
It's too far, and there's this light here.
That is a really bright light.
Yeah, 31. Yeah, we're good.
Oh shit! All right, I'll only do one. I'll only do one.
Thing.
That's not how you spell yokai.com. I love you. I love you, yokai.com. I hope you listen. Give me a letter, Levi.
Let's get a T.
For the vampire murders?
For the vampire murders. The Vampire Diaries. You watch that?
No.
I don't know. There's a bunch of. There's so many vampire. True Blood was a vampire show that I didn't watch.
Man, I had I had an adult middle-aged male coworker when I first got into the mortgage business when I was 19.
Yeah.
Real big into the Vampire Diaries.
Yeah.
Huge into the Vampire Diaries. And I miss that man every day because he was just the weirdest man I'd ever met. But nothing but good vibes from old Cliff.
Yeah.
And his name was Cliff.
That's pretty.
It's
good.
hard to be a bad vibe guy when your name's Cliff.
For real.
We're gonna talk about not 10. God damn it.
10.
We've already talked about 10. 10's the one that's kind of Zenyatta-esque.
Oh yeah.
I want to talk about Tiki Tiki.
Ooh. Oh no.
Ooh, I don't like Tiki
Oh, no.
Tiki.
Oh no, that's spooky. That's a spooky crawly zombie girl on the road.
Yeah.
She got a knife there. Is that what that is?
It looks like it's a little scythe.
Oh, okay. It's one of those. Yeah.
Ooh, Tiki Tiki. The translation is onomatopoeic. It's a sound of her walking on her hands.
Of course it is.
Alternate names: Shaka Shaka, Pada Pada, Kata Kata, Kodo Kodo.
Yeah, it's just onomatopoeia for walking on your
Hijikake
hands.
Baba. Habitat, urban areas, and roads. Diet, none. It's probably Teke Teke. Teke Teke is a ghost who appears in a number of urban legends. They are almost always women, although in a few versions, the ghost is male. No lower half runs about on her arms, creating the Teke Teke sound. Chases its victims down dark roads. Despite having no legs, it can run incredibly fast.
No.
So fast, in fact, that it can even catch up to victims who are speeding away in their cars.
Oh no.
When it catches them, Levi, something terrible happens.
I was about to say, my brain went, is this a JoJo reference? This sounds like a stand ability.
The legends are not always clear what.
No.
Sorry, it's a sickle.
It's sickle, yeah.
Some variations of the story, it slices its victim in half and steals their legs. Which is, hey, Not a prank.
Not a prank. Still not a prank, even if you're
This is a
half a
good-
person that's been cut in half
This
and
is a
are
good
running
new
on your
bit.
hands. Not a prank.
Is it a prank? No.
No. That's just a crime.
Prank or crime. Prank or crime. Um. Yeah. Apparently, so many versions of it that it's impossible to know what the original was. Was.
Yeah.
In some stories, Teke Teke was a victim of a tragic accident. In others, it was suicide by cutting themselves in half. In some stories, magic charms can protect you from its wrath. In others, nothing can protect you, and you will certainly die. In some versions, which makes sense, the victims become another version of the ghost themselves. Okay.
I just thought that's our version of Hustler Scam from fucking Castle Super Beast. It's just, is it, because, yeah, those are your options.
So we got a legend.
Yeah. I don't like how many cut in half people there are in spirits
Yeah, there's a lot.
across the board. We can go into a lot of other like there were a lot of Filipino ghosts and stuff that I was like looking through. I was like, there's a lot of just bisected people.
Just in half. You know what I've realized now that we've made friends with Vix?
Mm-hmm.
Probably gonna get some shit for how I say these Japanese terms.
Yeah.
She'll never hear it.
No,
It doesn't.
fine.
It's not even that hot in Japan.
No.
It can't be that hot in Japan.
No, it can't possibly.
It's cold.
It's so much more humid here.
Yeah. So, all right, now that we've had fun, in the years after World War II, an office worker in Mororan, Hokkaido, was assaulted and sexually assaulted by American military personnel. That night, she leapt off a bridge onto the railroad tracks and was hit by an oncoming train. The impact so forceful that her body was torn in half at the waist,
No, no.
and the severe cold of the night caused her blood vessels to contract and prevented her from bleeding out. And instead, she squirmed and wriggled about for help for several minutes. She crawled all the way to the train station. And was seen by an attendant. Instead of trying to help her, what did he do, Levi?
You tried to kill her for sure.
No.
No? You just run?
Just threw a tarp on her. Just threw a tarp on her.
I was like, oh no, that's a zombie. We're real. That's what we're here. It would have been my first response. I'm like, I have to get the fuck out of here.
That sucks, but that's so like
how unfortunate. How like
you survived being hit by a train, although you didn't want to.
yeah.
You survived being cut in half. You find someone to help you, and they
It's so cold.
It's so cold that you
Your
survive being
blood
cut,
freezes.
and they just throw a tarp on you and leave. Now, technically, not a crime.
Not.
Could be a
I don't think that's a prank.
could be a prank. If the world is black and white, if it's not a crime, it's a prank,
It must
then this
be a
is
prank.
technically a prank.
Well, no, there was a crime at the beginning. It all began
I'm just
with
talking about by the
It all
attendant.
began with a crime.
I'm-
With a crime.
It
With a
all
prime.
does.
Subscribe with this prime.
Oh my god. Oh shit. According to legend, 3 days after hearing the story, you will see the ghost of a woman with no lower half.
Oh no. Sorry, everybody.
The ghost will try to
It
catch
needs
you.
a warning at the top of that.
Yeah,
We're gonna get
hey,
cursed for reading
yokai.com.
it.
Fucking thanks for bearing the lead, buddy.
We just cursed everybody else.
This is how that movie goes.
It is.
The Ring.
The Ring with a tape. 7 days. You get a phone call. I never saw it.
Me
I don't
neither.
like scary movies.
I saw those guys that do the improv funny names do
Mm-hmm.
a bit about it. That's the closest I've come to seeing.
I've seen the scary movie parodies where
They do the ring in
they
that.
do the Ring and they do the Grudge and they just kind
Really?
of smash those together.
Which one's a grudge?
That's the house with the like little Asian boy that meows, and then they fall. There's like the lady crawling down the stairs
I don't know.
on all fours.
Never seen it.
No, it's like also it's like the hair. The scene from the trailer was which the lady's shampooing her hair, and then a third hand comes out from the back
Oh,
of her
okay,
head.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
that.
yeah. I think that. Yeah.
The ghost can crawl at speeds of up to 150 kilometers per
The
hour.
fuck? What the fuck? That's too fast. It doesn't matter.
150 kilometers per hour to miles per hour. That's 93 miles an hour.
Yes, that's too fast.
Some say the ghost is searching for her legs. Some others say that she's angry at humanity for not helping her when she was dying. And others say that she's just out to slaughter as many people as she can. Oh, Levi. It's kind of like we're cursed.
Yeah.
I've just found out it's going to be a little fun.
Oh, okay.
Shortly after hearing the legend, she'll ask you a riddle.
Don't worry, everybody. She's gonna ask you a riddle.
Either in a dream or in a mysterious phone call.
Cool. Do we have to get it right or we die?
Yes.
Perfect. Great.
Oh, wait. I've got the answers.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. We got cheat sheet.
She
Everybody
will
write this down.
She will ask you, do you need your legs? You must reply, I need them right now. And then she'll ask you, who told you my story? You must reply, my neighbor Mothman. Just kidding. You must answer Kashima Reiko. Rico? Rico? Oh, shit. It's a Rico case. I've been watching a lot of Sons of Anarchy. Oh, man, they buried the lead again. If you answer her riddles right, she may let you live.
Oh,
You
no.
son of a bitch.
All right, everybody got that? Put that in your notes app when you need it.
That's it. That's it for old Tiki.
Yeah, that's it. We just cursed everybody. That's it. Great.
I love that she asks you riddles.
I need them right now.
Is your fridge running? Are your legs running? You better go get them. If you can out riddle Tiki, then you win.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask her a riddle. Fuck that.
Do you need your legs right now? Shut up.
That's not a riddle. That's a question.
Yeah. You know what?
Not a riddle if you just take them after I say not right now.
Like, do you need them? Who says no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I need
yeah.
them.
How am I gonna get up out of this cozy bed?
Yeah.
Without them.
All right. So you can't outrun her,
Oh my god.
but you can throw a sheet,
Tarp.
a tarp, over her.
She's like a bird. She's like a bird. She thinks it's nighttime. She goes to sleep.
That's my favorite. Is anytime something else gets like, oh, we put it in the dark. It's like, oh, it's like a bird. Just like, it's nighttime. Ugh. Not a prank. Murder's not a prank.
Do you need your legs right now? Mysterious riddles. Prank.
That's
That's a prank.
closer to. She's much closer to prank.
Yeah, she's a prankster. What happened to her? Not prank.
No,
Wait, she does cut people in half, though. That's not a prank.
that's not a prank.
If you're just asking riddles, prank.
Yeah.
If you're asking riddles and then one of the answers does result in a murder, a bisexual murder. Thanks, Levi. Get it, everyone? Because you're bisected? Couldn't be me.
Ugh.
I'm straight sected and Republican. Holy shit.
Anyway,
This might be my favorite episode that I've ever done. So it's definitely my favorite yokai. It beats out the fucking weird bathroom
Yeah.
guy.
that's a solid yokai.
but it's only because of the fucking 3 leads that
It's
website
because
buried.
at every time we thought we knew, we stood up because the rug got yanked out from underneath us. There was another rug
It was a
underneath
tarp.
it. It was a tarp.
Every time we stood up, they ripped the
There's a
tarp
new
out from
tarp
underneath
out from
us,
underneath.
and there's a half lady under there.
It's just stupid.
Oh, holy shit. Alright, guys, this has been My Neighbor Mothman.
It has been. You can find us on
sleepy.
social media. You can find us on X.
No, we're still on Twitter, somehow.
Yeah, we are.
We did it.
My
We back...
tablet still has the bird.
Nice.
Yeah.
You can follow the show at Mothman Podcast.
Yep.
You can follow me at Baby Mothman.
You can
I
follow.
will be tweeting mysterious riddles.
Excellent. You have to answer them right.
You have to answer
Or
them
you get cut
right.
in half.
I'm going to tweet out my first riddle right now.
You can follow me at Levi Carver, LeviScarver. I got a TikTok too that I don't ever post on.
You can follow Coralie, who did our artwork, at Lychan_.
Absolutely.
Ugh, I'm sleepy. Stayed up all night watching those 8 movies.
We were watching. We watched WWE, and then
You sons of bitches.
and then AEW.
You watched wrestling without me?
I was in the open channel.
I was at JC's house watching
Yeah.
watching the apes. What'd you guys watch?
The live stuff.
Oh, there was stuff last night?
Yeah.
Oh, it was a Friday night, wasn't it? Friday night SmackDown.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't
I don't
fucking
fucking
know.
know, dude.
They were asking me questions about the plot and stuff. I'm like, I don't fucking know. I'm not paying attention to any of that.
No, I'm just watching MJF do his funny scarf things.
I'm watching MJF, and then there was like the
You get some LA Knight.
three-way tag team match. Yeah, LA
House
Knight
of
was at
Ass?
the beginning, and it was a bunch of ass.
Yeah.
And they didn't realize that that's how AEW rolls. AEW is much more like old wrestling. It's more like what we're currently watching.
Okay.
Modern WWE is weird.
What does that mean?
It's just different. The vibe's different.
Yeah, the vibe's weird.
The vibe's weird.
Well, Timothy Erickson taught me how to fix a vibe.
Yeah.
Kill an old man, drink his blood.
Well, the problem is Vince McMahon cannot kill.
You can't cut through that neck.
He can't kill
Who?
Ric Flair. He's a 1,000-year-old pharaoh.
He's a vampire.
My God.
Have we seen Ric Flair and Timothy Erickson in the same room?
I haven't.
That's right. I'm making an accusation.
Woo!
Woo! Good night, everyone.
Yep. See you guys next time.
I'm sure
Do
we
we
didn't
do the
finish
rest of the plugs?
I don't
know.
think so.
Board
It
Nerds
doesn't
Out
matter.
Store, get you some merch.
Puh.
We got koozies and hats and stuff.
My eyes are burning. It's because I'm in the sunlight. Because I drank that old man blood.
We gotta stop that. Night, y'all.
Yeah, we're stopping the show. I'm not going to stop drinking
No.
old man blood. You can't stop
No.
me. You can't stop me. I'm a little prankster.